And then Scott Bessent actually went there and was treated rather rudely because essentially they told him no, and Zelenskyy was sleeping. Yeah, we had a deal where we were going to get, look, you have to understand, Europe is being paid back the money that they put up, and they're only putting up a fraction of what we're putting up. I think they're in for $100 billion, and we're in for $350 billion. There's no reason that should have happened. It's Biden's fault. We shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But on top of it all, they're getting the $100 billion back, and we're not. And I've been talking about this for 2 years. I said, you have to loan them the money so that if things work out, they're going to pay you back. And they didn't do that. So Biden didn't do it. It's his fault. Nobody's ever seen anything so stupid. So Europe gets their money back, and they're only in for a small fraction. And obviously, everything's important, but it's more important for them because they're right next to Russia. So it's more important that we have an ocean in between us. So it's obviously more important in the European countries than it is to the U.S.
Can you resurrect?
But here's the thing, we don't get our money back. And we told them that the deal is we'll do something for the rare earth and some oil, et cetera, and that'll be all right. And they agreed to it more or less. And then Scott Bessent actually went there and was treated rather rudely because essentially they told him no, and Zelenskyy was sleeping and unavailable to meet him. He traveled many hours on the train, which is a dangerous trip. And we're talking about the Secretary of the Treasury. He went there to get a document signed. And when he got there, he came back empty. They wouldn't sign the document. But for Europe, they pay back their money. It's a loan. Think of that. And we should have a loan too. But we had an administration that was incompetent.
Can you resurrect that deal? Is there anything that you can
Yeah, I
do?
think I'm going to resurrect it.
So
You know, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to resurrect it, or things are not going to make him too happy. And look, it's time for elections. I haven't had an election in a long time. It's wonderful to say, you know, we can't have an election, but it's time for elections. And it's also time to find out what happened with all the money. Because he made the statement that half of it, he doesn't know where it is, or something like that. And I'd like to find out all the money that we've been sending to Ukraine, where is it? And I can tell you we're doing very well with Russia. We're going to do something with Russia that he was unable to do. We can make a deal with Russia to stop the killing of potentially additional millions of people. The soldiers are being just wiped out on both sides, wiped out. It's horrible. You know, the weaponry today is so powerful, so strong, and it's killing a lot of soldiers. And I don't want to see they're Russian and they're Ukrainian. I don't want to see those soldiers killed. They have mothers and fathers, they have sisters and brothers. I don't want to see them killed.